Hello, welcome again to Family and Life Update, the show that looks through things that are happening in the Philippines and around the world through the lens of faith, family, and life. Okay, so welcome again to our Falu show. Make sure you subscribe, you follow us, and that you check us out on Facebook and on YouTube so that you can also be up to date with the different things that we're looking at and we can see it through the lens of faith, family, and life. Syempre, whatever we do, lahat ng ginagawa natin, we try to look at it through the lens of faith, family, life. Kasi you can get stuck with politics, you can get stuck with economics, and then we can have so many opinions about those things. But with this program, with this thing that we're doing, we want to see how it will affect our faith, how it will affect our families, and how will it affect our being pro-life and the way we live our lives. Because the things that are happening around the world, may effect talaga yan. And we want to take a look at these things as we move along, at least for now weekly, and seeing the things that are going around the world. Okay. So three things. First thing is, in a landmark decision, International Professional Swimming Body FINA has banned transgender athletes from competing in women's races. Kasi nakita natin for the past few months, yung mga transgender, you mean formerly male, not formally, they're still male swimmers have been competing against female swimmers and in other different sports as well. And obviously, if you put a male there combating women, they will really win. So in the transgender swimming, these terms are confusing. Anyway, the transgender who joined the swimming contest of the women, he won by a landslide. So much, maybe more than I don't know how many seconds, how many minutes. But the women didn't stand a chance, and we've been seeing it through many sports competitions as well. And it's kind of obvious because men are built differently. We have bigger muscles, they can go faster, they're stronger. I mean, it's just basic biology. So this is a landmark decision, and I think a lot of people in liberal countries and the West are really up in arms against this because, you know, it will endanger the transgender. They're all about how they feel, and if you do not make them feel comfortable, then they say it's violence against them. So it's also, if you don't agree with them, then you are against them. But you know, everybody has different opinions. We may not, you and me, we might not even be sharing the same opinion. You're entitled to your opinion as well. I'm trying to just make you see that different things that are going around the world really has real life effects, and especially in the realm of sports. So if you put a man competing against women in track and field, in swimming, wrestling, boxing, they will really come out the winner, especially if they train just as much and their muscles start getting huge, diba? So this is a big landmark and brave decision by FINA, and we stand behind them, and hopefully it holds up, because really it will be the end of women's sports if this is allowed to continue throughout all the sports, and maybe in the Olympics they start putting it in. Then you will see that it will be the end of women's sports. The women won't be able to compete unless they start also getting testosterone drugs and all that, and it loses all sense of being a sporting event where you're supposed to just push your bodies to the limit. So good job for you, FINA. We support you, and hopefully all the other governing bodies follow suit as well. Okay, it's very interesting. I'm sure I get a lot of reactions, but that's the truth, and that's how we see it through the lens of faith, family, and life. Even if it's not popular, we have to stand. Weird, no? It's not popular nowadays, but it's the way it was for so long. But then, because of social media and all these people who are really pushing it, it's suddenly unpopular and you can get cancelled. So hopefully I don't get cancelled, but you know, there are other social media apps that we can go to if ever we do get cancelled and banned from YouTube or Facebook. All right, next. Fatherhood. We mentioned about fatherhood last week. I gave a talk on fatherhood, and there are some fatherless household statistics that I got from Jay Aruga. So thank you for sharing, Jay. You're my favorite Catholic pro-life podcaster. And join his Discord channel. It's really fun, very interactive. So here, the 2021 Census Bureau of the US revealed that 18.4 million children live in fatherless households. So this is statistics. This is real. It's not made up. Households without fathers are 4 times more likely to live below the poverty line. Approximately 7 million biological dads are absentee dads to all their minor children. In the US, there are estimated 1.8 million solo fathers living with their children. Children of fatherless households are 2 times more likely to drop out of school. Infant mortality rates are 2 times higher in fatherless households. Adolescents from fatherless households are more likely to commit crimes. And children growing up without a father figure are 2 times as likely to commit suicide. And I think this is the real pandemic. Or actually, it's already an endemic. Fatherless households, marriages breaking down, fathers being absent from the lives of their children. And it's also because of the contraceptive mentality. They don't want to have children, abortion mentality. They don't want to be involved with the lives of their children, free sex, I am my feelings, and there's really a lack of commitment. There's really a lack of raising up your children, being one with your spouse, with your wife, and raising up your children. These things have been lost. These are things are getting lost in the society that we have today, and we need to bring them back. Having a fatherless household really has a huge effect on the children, and we've seen it, and we are seeing it all around the world. We need to bring back fatherhood. We need to take back what it means to be good fathers. Of course, I'm a father as well, and it's not easy. Definitely, it's not easy, but we will never give up, because we owe it to our wives, we owe it to our children, we owe it to our God, and we owe it to ourselves to be a good example, to be better than the fathers that we had. You have to build on what you've had and make yourself a better father, right? And hopefully your kids will also be better parents. So we need to take this back, and we need to bring back the importance of family life, which is being attacked. Fatherhood, motherhood, womanhood, masculinity, they're all being attacked by the West, by liberals. And we need to take it back. Maybe it will come from the East, come from our conservative Catholic countries, and who see the truth and who are willing to fight for the truth, even if it's unpopular. And another person that is really feeding this anti-fatherhood, motherhood frenzy is James Martin. I mean, with a tweet like this, what are you doing? You have no idea what you're doing, destroying the family, destroying what it means to be a man, destroying what it means to be a woman. We need better priests. Well, of course, there are much better priests, but this guy is the one that is being highlighted by the media, of course. We're also pushing that narrative. All right, wow. So many things that are going on. We need to take back fatherhood. We need to fight for what it is to be a man and a woman. These things are basic. We grew up with them. Who would have thought that in the year 2022, the previous years and the upcoming years, this will be the battle that we're facing of identity. Well, it's always been a battle about identity, right? It's part of growing up. It's part of maturing, finding out who you are, what you stand for, what you fight for. But now there's so many more voices that are trying to confuse you, or trying to destroy what it means to be a man, what it means to be a woman, which is basic. And somehow people are falling into that disbelief that is being promoted, and that's very scary. So we need to take that back. We need to be more proactive, and we need to fight for the truth even more. And one of the communities that are fighting for the truth is Missionary Families of Christ. Happy anniversary to Missionary Families of Christ. Okay, the theme is Arriba, so I had to stick that in there. 41st year this weekend. So starting tomorrow, Saturday, June 24, we have our conference for the servant leaders. And then on Sunday, it's the open air celebration. Please help us pray for good weather. It'll be so much fun. So many people are preparing, and it's going to be such a great experience. If you want to come, just comment or PM me, and I'll give you the information. So happy anniversary, Missionary Families of Christ. You've truly changed my life, my family's life, the lives of so many families around the world. We are not without our attacks from liberals and especially with our conservative views, but we speak about the truth, and we're not ashamed to speak about it. But we will continue to do so. After 41 years and on to 41 more, we will continue to do so. So if you are like-minded as us, or you want to learn more, just let me know and let's talk about it. So happy anniversary. And with all the things that are going on, we definitely need communities like MFC out there who are unafraid and are willing to take that stand, no matter what the cost. All right? Thank you for joining us this Friday. A bit faster, but we are getting ready for this weekend. Okay, thank you for joining us again. And remember, buhay mo mahalaga. God bless.